Okay. Tutorial for the dice baseball game by Ross. And Amy's here to help me. Alright, so we decided that the person who last saw a baseball game will be picking whether or not they will be batting or pitching first. Doesn't really matter. We're going to be showing a short version of the game here, just playing through one inning. Amy's going to start out batting, and I'll start out pitching. You'll notice none of these are the printed out versions from the Word document, but you'll basically have your baseball diamond somewhere for your strikes and outs. We'll be using beads to show how many strikes and outs there are. And then some tokens for your runners. These are just little wooden people from a different game we have, Carcassonne. And then something to keep track of score. We'll use poker chips because they're fun. And then these little chips over here are to keep track of how many times the batter can call a pitch. Then we've got the pitcher cards over here, the batter cards over here, and 2 pair of dice for the pitcher and the batter. So being the pitcher, I'll go ahead and roll first. And I'm going to just pick a die to use as the pitch. So I'm going to pick the 2. And then the batter is going to roll. And she's going to try to match. But if she gets doubles, that means that something special happens. For 3s, she gets a single. So her runner runs off to first base. And then we continue the play.
Does it matter what kind of doubles you get, or is it any doubles?
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 is a single. 4 is a double. 5 is a triple, and 6 is a home run. Otherwise, you're just trying to match what I'm rolling. Alright, so again, I'm going to go ahead and pick 4. I roll as the pitcher, pick a 4. Amy's going to try to match that. And she got a 6 and a 4. So this will be a good time for me to use one of my cards. I'm going to go ahead and use the fastball. I like to flip it over to show that I've used it, and it adds 1 to the die. So my 4 becomes a 5, and she's now missed. So that's 1 strike. I'm going to go ahead and pitch again, and maybe after this, Amy might try to call a pitch. Ooh, she matched. Oh, I didn't pick a...
You didn't pick a die.
No.
All right.
You gotta wait until the pitcher picks a die. Alright, I'm gonna pick the 5.
Okay. And you said maybe I'll...
You can't now, you gotta do it before I roll.
Oh,
so
okay.
We'll do that next time.
Let's see.
Alright, so no match there. So she's got 2 strikes. And now is a great time to call the pitch. So before the pitcher throws their dice, the batter says, okay, I'm gonna call a pitch. Gonna turn in 1 token, and then she'll pick a card here to try to guess what the pitcher is going to throw. Once she's picked it, she'll place it face down on the table, put the other dice over, or the card over there. You can have that there if you want to show that's the card. Then the pitcher goes ahead and rolls. I'm gonna go ahead and take the 4. And what did you pick?
Oh, I picked a 4.
Oh, okay. Well, she called the pitch correctly, so that's a home run because she managed to match that.
So it doesn't matter what I rolled?
Nope, you don't even need to roll.
Oh,
If
okay.
you call the pitch correctly, and there's nothing I can do over here. If she calls the pitch, it's an automatic home run. So, she scores 2 points. Runners go home. She gets 2 tokens to keep track of her score. And of course, we reset the strikes. And then we'll go ahead and continue. If the batter doesn't say quickly enough that they're calling it. We got doubles on the pitcher side. I was just going to say if the batter doesn't call quick enough that they're going to call the pitch, then go ahead and just continue play. Hopefully the batter stays on their toes, so it's a relatively quick game. Alright, now the pitcher got doubles. So the only way for the batter to hit this is to get doubles. Any set of doubles. But if she gets just 1 3, it's not going to hit. Alright, 2 and a 4. So that's an automatic strike.
I'm going to call it.
Alright, so again, I'm going to look away. And if she can go ahead and take this 4 as well. If she wants to use the 4 again, she can. She's got all the choices there. She's already used 2 of her calls now.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and roll my dice. Ooh, so I can't do anything about it. Wow. Alright, another home run. So, another run around the bases for Amy's team, another point over there.
Thank you.
And we've got 0 outs, 0 strikes, 3-0. Wow. All right, I'm going to use the 4. Ooh, strike. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use the 5. Strike 2. All right, I'm feeling good. I might get my first out here.
Oh, you didn't pick.
No.
No. Okay.
All right, I'm going to go with the 3. All right, strike 3. And that gives us our first out. And then play would continue. All right, so we'll just go ahead and run through the other pitches here just to show how they work. And then that'll pretty much cover everything. Double 4s. All right, so she's going to need a set of doubles here. If she gets a 4, that won't be enough. It'll be an automatic strike. And we got an auto strike, so then we need to use a card on that one. All right, we'll keep going though. Again, don't roll until I pick something. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick the number 3. All right, and another strike. But just for learning's sake, if we use the changeup, that's a -1 to the die. It would make it a 2. In this case, she'd hit a 2 if I had used that. If I use the curveball, it says reroll 1. I would just reroll this die, and if it happens to match, that means she hits it. I cannot use the other die that I set aside. Now, for the sinker, where you re-roll 2, that's where you pick both the dice up, go ahead and roll them again, and you can choose either of them.
What?
And if that happens, you got an auto strike there.
Yeah. No chance.
And that basically sums it up. In the short version, you just continue until one player gets 3 outs, then you go ahead and swap, and then you just see who ends up with the most runs after 1 inning.
Yeah, so
Do you have any
do you have a
questions?
little scorecard to keep track? Or?
We
Oh,
use
use the-
these to keep track of the
gotcha.
score. If you're
For each
playing
inning.
a longer version, for the short version, you just play 1 inning. For a longer version, you can go ahead and draw out your own scorecard, or just keep track on a piece of paper. There's an easy way. Just put tally marks for each point you score. But yeah, that's up to anyone. This is a very much do-it-yourself game. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And Sophie likes this game too. Anything else, Amy? You got anything? All right.